Okay, Andrew made a funny joke that we will not say again on camera. Anyway, so we got a question here, loyal patron supporter. I'd like to submit a question on when is it appropriate to call a woman out on her behavior and perhaps some common examples of this. For example, I recently went on a date and all is well. I ended up closing the deal, no problem is the end result, but I had taken her. Okay, he ended up closing the deal, no problem as the end result, but I had taken her to the arcade, had a great time, no issues at all. But when I said, all right, let's go to my place, she put her jacket on and headed for the exit, and I was still putting on my jacket and was walking like 10 feet behind her. Anyways, I recognized this immediately and said to her in a regular tone when I got a little closer and said, so you definitely were the kid in high school that passed everyone up in the hallway. You walk too fast. To say like, hey, walk with me, not in front of me. Anyways, she agreed and kept walking, keeping like a few steps at lead in front of me until we got to the car, which was real close to the exit. Sorry, bro, like your spelling is... Anyway, okay, again, this was a small thing in the grand scheme, but it is my belief that a woman should not walk in front of the man, so I checked her behavior, but didn't make it too big of a deal. Hopefully this makes sense. I'm looking to hear common scenarios where you guys would check a female, texting, etc., and perhaps how each of you would approach it, since you and Myron have different approaches specifically with handling these behaviors by women, sometimes done subconsciously by them. All right, brother, so please next time, shorter questions. But to answer your question, so you did it right. You didn't do it in a way that was too crass or rude. When it comes to checking women, guys, it's always got to be done in person or, in worst case scenario, on the phone. You never want to check a girl through text because that allows her the avenue to withdraw, kind of leave you on scene. It puts her in a power position, you know what I mean? Because you're showing an emotional response. And on top of that, you can't immediately hold her accountable like as if when she was in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to respect your authority more if you tell her right in her face, watch your fucking tone. You know what I'm saying? Versus you text her that, watch your fucking tone. She's going to show it to her friends and be like, ha ha ha. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because like she's going to have like that element of like, oh, anonymity and like the distance, right? So she's going to disrespect you. I'm not saying slap a chick, but what I am saying is that she needs to know she can't fuck with you without physical violence, obviously. Guys, don't attack women. But checking a girl in person is going to be way more potent than on text. Next, as far as this girl, bro, I mean, you said you ended up closing the deal and you were able to kind of fix the situation. But yeah, man, girls are going to do stupid shit like this. She shit tested you. You were able to fix it. She changed her behavior after. Minimum effective dose always works best. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to spaz out on these chicks. Fresh, what do you think?
I'm a bit more discreet. What I would have done was say, yo, hold on a sec. Walk up to her, hold her hand, and walk with her. Because some girls will take it the wrong way. And I'm the path of least resistance. So the less I have to talk and make it known, I'm just going to do action to cover it. That way I still get what I want. She doesn't get upset. And it's a smoother path to get what you want. And then at night, close the deal. However, in your case, you let her know up front by telling like a joke. It's kind of like a indirect way, which isn't bad. But
That's one way to do it.
I'm a little bit more subtle, so I won't really make it a big deal. But I'll make sure, you know what? Hold on a sec. I'm going to hold her hand, walk her to the car, turn around, give her a kiss, and then proceed on to the next move. But that's just me, though. I'm a little bit more subtle.
And I'll go with a hybrid method because I think that when you're confronting people about stuff, you can start with a softer method because sometimes that just works and it's very easy to do. It doesn't create a situation. And this is just about setting boundaries. It works in a lot of certain different circumstances. Even at work, you can use these things where you start with a soft, nudge. It's implied. You're doing things in order to create that scenario. And then if they repeat the behavior, you go to a direct method.
Right.
Yeah.
And you directly call out the negative behavior, whatever it is, and if it's still not corrected, then you're moving on.
Because here's the problem. It could have went really bad for you, and she would have got turned off and just, hey, take me home. Right. So he's right. Maybe sometimes it isn't...
Which if she does say, take me home, you say, find your own ride, bitch. But that's another... And that is not reflective. That is not reflective of the panel. That's me.
Listen,
as
man.
you guys know, I am the equalizer.
Like I said, you start, that's going 0 to 100.
Real quick.
You do not need to do that.
I'll tell you guys, again, this is not reflective panel, but what I'll say is like this. It depends also on the girl. So let's say I took the girl out on a date and we built quite a bit of comfort and then she walks in front of me.
And that's the first thing she's done, and that's all she's done.
I'll grab her hand and yank her back and say, don't do that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Something like that because I've already built rapport.
To do that.
Yeah, she probably shouldn't, but girls will try sometimes. So if you built some rapport or whatever, sometimes, you got to let her know who's in charge. But let's say you just met her, right? you guys are out for the first 10 minutes, and then you'd be like, "Hey, come here," and you like grab her and yank her by the shoulder, like, "What the fuck, this dude crazy?"
She's not your girl.
She's like, "Who is this nigga, man?" So yo, you gotta
Call the police.
you know what I'm saying? So it depends also on the situation. In this case, you handled it correctly. Always check a girl in person, never on text. You got 3 different methods here, but understand that it's always better to end it. You always want to start with the minimum effective dose, quite frankly. You know what I mean? Like I agree with Andrew and Fresh that you want to do the least overt methodology that's gonna have the smallest chance of breaking rapport. Now, with me, I don't give a shit, but don't take my advice when it comes to that, because I'm working so much volume that I don't even care about these chicks, and quite frankly, I am Frank Castle. I am the Punisher. So with that said, hope you guys got some entertainment from that.
Tom,
Tom, help us.
say this stuff.
Thank you guys for the support as always, and keep asking these questions, guys. These are great questions, and we love answering them, and keeping Andrew up late at night when he should be.
I gotta work tomorrow.